I love you, man.
It's grindness. Penny is awaiting.
Hey, I love you, man.
I love you too.
You look so...
Keep your sweatiness to yourself.
You're sweating just as much as
I know,
me
but
now.
not as you. It's like I can see the reflection on your arms over here.
Yeah, that's because
You're gonna put me in a fucking headlock.
That's because I'm... So what is that?
What
What is that? Where are yours?
Where's yours? That's non-Ozempic muscles, okay?
What is that?
Ozempic? Really?
Yeah.
I don't take Ozempic.
Those are real
You
muscles.
start starting rumors here, bro. This is real gym shit here.
yeah.
All right, where were we at? Oh, yeah. I'm me, you're you. That's Zeke. All right, here we go.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Railroads Rock Show. And today we're going to be doing some virtual rail fanning. My name's Timmy D. That is
Engineer Evan.
And we still have Zeke behind us.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, hi, dude. Who's... All right, let's highball. Here we go. Okay. You say when you want to get to it, bro.
Let's do it. Let's,
You want to get to it? All right, let's get to it.
C&NW mainline, Cedar
All right.
Rapids to Iowa.
So today we are watching Chicago and Northwestern, right outside of Cedar Rapids and Iowa City, and I actually have a history in Cedar Rapids. Played the Chrome Pony, played their Black Aces bar, and actually sung the national anthem as well as playing in front of the Armory for their Summerfest.
Oh,
Pullman Standard, baby.
dude.
Great. And if you go on YouTube, which I will put the link in the description, you could see us playing in front of the Armory in Cedar Rapids. And that's actually one of my favorite, I wouldn't call it a branch line, but it's, is it General, who owns Captain Crunch? Is it General Mills or Kellogg's?
General Mills?
Maybe. All I know is they make like Crunch Berries there and Captain Crunch and whatever else is in their repertoire at that
glass
factory. And we would stay right north of it with Jen Sheldon. She was a big fan of the band. She would always put us up at her house. She had a 4-bedroom house. She, solamente, lived by herself and her 2 dogs. At least it wasn't 20 cats.
Like crazy cat ladies, right?
Crazy cat. Yeah. Well, there are plenty of females out there that have plenty of cats.
all
I'm
types.
like, why do you collect these things? These aren't model trains. They are actually living animals. And you do realize your whole house smells like cat food. Ugh. But her house did not. It was a nice house. It was right north of the General Mills plant, and there were some days where we would wake up and you could just smell the Crunch Berries being made. Wake up and smell the Crunch Berries. It became like kind of a joke on the road, but it was true because you could smell the Crunch Berries being made. So let's get to it. Also, some of the hottest chicks I had ever seen on tour, Iowa City. That's where the university is.
There's a place right by the flyover there at Redondo Junction. When I depart out of L.A., I always run with the window open. They definitely make dog food because it smells weird.
Dude, there's a place like that in Denver, downtown. There's a cat food factory. It's right off what freeway is that? The 75 or the...
No, let's not forget Flagstaff has the Purina plant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, my
just
God. All that
east of the
stuff
city.
stinks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh. All right. Let's get to it. So we're watching Chicago Northwestern. Got an SD50 right there and a UP-8.
Nice.
Heavy 90s.
I love this. This is super 90s. Love it. And it's shot like super 90s.
This feels
Square picture.
this feels like pre-merger, maybe before 95.
I doth not know. I didn't read the description. I would say, if I'm looking at this, look at that UP.
Ooh.
That's an SW.
I didn't know UP.
Gray top.
That is some.
Well, I mean,
That's a lot of words.
Cedar
on the side
Rapids
of
and
that.
Iowa City. Wow.
So
That's
like
cool.
a UP SW7 that was purchased.
Someone needs to model that.
Yeah. You got it, Evan. It's on you.
Texas and Pacific. Wow. So that's Missouri. Isn't Texas Pacific Missouri Pacific, right?
Mopac.
That line up, yeah.
Yeah. So then the ex-Missouri Pacific would be ex-Union Pacific.
I love how this guy just keeps shooting into the sun.
Yeah. Because we can totally tell what the hell we're looking at right now.
I love the
Silhouette
detail,
modeling.
the detail and the knowledge of like these 3 units were X something at a time. Like when the internet was in its infancy,
Yes.
and it's like either you had to know that because you had a printout like a Thomas Brothers or
Yeah.
something. Ooh, high hood.
Wow.
So those, they just took the Union Pacific paint scheme and just applied it to their units.
Yeah, I don't think every one of these are XUP.
No,
It's
no
like
way.
a lighter gray too
Yeah.
on top. That's pretty freaking cool.
Harbor Mist Gray and Yuba Yellow.
Yuba yellow.
What is it really, Evan?
Armor yellow.
Yeah, armor yellow. What color is your shirt?
Ooh, yikes. That's the worst kind of driver.
Typical,
Just blow
typical
it.
dump truck.
Let's go
yeah.
for it.
YOLO.
Look at this guy.
Yeah,
Look
on
at
top,
this. Look at this
brand new
vibe.
ties.
This is old school foaming, where you actually had to set up a tripod. If you really wanted to get some good shots, set up a tripod, have real camera equipment. He's probably shooting on, what, like high 8 VHS?
Can you just imagine you're just blowing the whistle and that truck just flies right in front of you? God.
I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen.
No, but that dude didn't give a, he was going for it.
Jeep 9, Jeep 9, Jeep 9. With strobe lights.
Strobage.
Which I always find intriguing. What were those strobes for?
So I see a strobe on the truck. Was I just tripping when I saw that, or is that the camera?
I don't know.
Is that the traction motor blowing up right there?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a intermittent connection there, you know.
Yeah. Wouldn't be an
It's
EMD
so
if
crazy
you're
because this
cooking
is
something.
like, it is jogging so many old memories of running around some of the industrial parks in this area. Cedar Rapids had a couple of those. I never will forget the right outside of Lincoln, downtown Lincoln, there was a branch line there that had all of these little feeder spurs. And just seeing, it was equipment like this, like 2 Jeep 9s
the class
working the
lights are on.
job.
That's cool. Nice.
What color are those class lights?
White.
And what does white mean?
Extra. What does green mean?
Cash.
What does black mean?
Electrical problem.
Sure.
I don't know. There's black class lights?
Black is no lights, which means there's no flags. So
What does that mean?
No flags means it's the one and only section. Green means it's more than one section. It's the first of multiple sections.
Getting a time order lesson here.
Yeah, there you go. What's this? This is like some third Close Encounters of the Third Kind stuff right here. I really feel like Steven Spielberg's cutting this.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a beautiful day. Like everyone would say, like, "Oh yeah, it's cloudy out. We don't want to go take pictures." It's like it's diffused lighting, man. This is solid.
This is like a typical problem when you were in the 90s
Because
with cameras.
you didn't shoot with film. You shot on camcorders.
8mm video is
Yeah.
what this feels like.
I was
Yeah.
magnetic.
And there
film.
was no adjustment. Like the cameras didn't have the auto adjust or any of that stuff. So you actually had to control the aperture on the lens. Do you know what that means, Evan?
Yes, but it's been a minute, so I forgot.
How much light you're letting
There you
into
go.
the.
There you
Oh,
go.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've forgotten more than I remember. Isn't that sad?
You don't say.
Yeah, that's actually very true of my railroad career. I've done so much railroading that I've forgotten the rules and the signals.
You know,
Did I actually do it?
That's okay, though. You've been in the game for a while. I will tell you this, is even with music, rock and roll, there are so many things, there's stories that I forget, and then I'll be on the phone with my ex-guitarist or talking to a guy that played bass for me and just catching up with them, seeing how they're doing, and they'll tell a story, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we did do that. We played there, you know?
Wichita Falls, 2005. Yeah,
I
okay.
remember playing Wichita Falls. I played Wichita Falls in 2015, 2016, 2017. Haven't been back, but Wichita Falls has a really great venue right downtown. Can't remember the name of it, but the stage is huge. And it's actually a really nice city. I like it. I call it
whatever
town.
that restaurant was. I want to go give it a try because it looks like they have a nice French dip or something.
French dip?
Mm.
Are you sure that's not like some sort of sexual move?
Porque
Yo,
no
girl, I'm
dos,
going to give you
know?
the French dip. We're down here in Baton Rouge, rail fan, and I'm going to give you the French
Yeah,
dip.
Baton Rouge,
You want some au jus?
I'm going to put that shit on a cracker, dude.
Oh God, that guy.
I love
And while we
Steel Cracker.
wait,
shout out to
hydrate.
Steel Cracker.
Hydrate.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
bruh, he made freaking pastelaya the other
dude,
night.
Pastelaya is where it's at. You just like have to not mess up.
Evan,
Just
you're
watch it a
you're
little
missing out. Freaking
Did you have
Couillon
the-
over here, freaking Zeke.
Did you have
makes
the
some
Holy
good
Trio? What do they call
Yeah, I
it?
had the Holy Trinity. I had
that's
you
it.
put the bell pepper with the onion.
Onion.
Check how pretty the old Holy
Cracker,
Trinity
dude.
is. Look at it right
Look
there
at
in
this.
its
Some
show.
Dash 8s coming through. Zoomies.
I always like these whistles. It's a very odd whistle.
Yeah, it's a like a KL3 or something.
Yeah,
or
something
no. It might not be that. It might be the
Like those hoppers, too.
And those
That-
John Deere tractors.
yeah, money. Yeah, they're are those on 89s maybe?
No, those are
No.
50 footers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Look at them.
No. I believe you. I just
Ooh.
I didn't see the same thing. I love that this
Ooh.
SW7 is leading the charge.
Yes.
Cab forward, SW7.
Boom.
That's how you get the air conditioning, man. It's like the 255 air conditioning on the freeway. You open the two windows and you go 55.
Yeah.
It's a good joke. I'll laugh later.
Swing
I
and,
guess I
swing and a
laughed
miss.
No. Keep going. Keep going. I love these short tank cars, too.
Yeah,
Those are
little
corn
smoked
syrup.
sausages.
That's corn syrup, sir. High fructose corn syrup.
That's what they make soda out of.
Makes sense with all the grain and
Yeah.
flour. And,
Yeah. This is, typical consist. And still a typical consist. It's like, you know how, like, there are certain consists that you used to see. Okay, so for instance, before my time of foaming, but the San Diego, Santa Fe, they had a TOFC train for a hot minute, like with 89 footers.
I thought the potash ran down here.
And the
too.
potash ran down
and they
here.
ran it down with SP power. I feel like I have a vision of like just between Old Town and Santa Fe Depot that I saw,
Oh,
or I
you
might
did.
have seen a
You
picture
did.
of
You
it,
did.
like a long.
I need to put a
long-nose
Swami hat on
SD40
him and be like,
S2.
I have a vision. I have a vision of a potash train.
You totally know the reason this engine's leading because of the air conditioning. They need air, and that long hood 4 doesn't make it easy.
90 degrees and 100% humidity in the summer.
Midwest summertime, no joke, man. And then you get random rain showers in the afternoon. Like
Yeah.
the weather changes
And
four
it's
times
hot,
in
and
one
it's
day.
hot rain. And it's got like thunder that'll rattle your windows.
Hot rain. Sounds like an 80s like hair metal band that never got discovered.
When it was
What's up, everybody? We're Hot Rain.
Yeah.
Biddle-a-doo. Look at that, cruising. I always liked the visibility in those things, like how they just had those big windows. But running it cab forward would also scare the shit out of me because if you accidentally take something across a grade crossing, how does it not
It's
punch
in your
through those
toes.
windows?
Oh, you're done.
Like you're
done.
just getting just a nice glass dagger
Boom. Oh, yeah.
right
My-
through you.
My mom wouldn't let me get a Volkswagen van when I was younger, and she said, "Oh, it's not safe in a crash." And then she finally retold me the story. And it's like that's how one of David Cassidy's girlfriends died. She died in a Volkswagen van crash.
Really?
So I mean, the same thing. SW2, it was one for the other.
Okay, but, these guys are... These engines
David
aren't
Cassidy, you're talking about
Yeah, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Yeah, David Crosby.
Crosby. I
David-
was
David
like,
Ca- why are you David Cassidy?
David Cassidy.
It's the same
Tomato,
initials.
tomato, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, tomato, potato. Sure.
I only got room for so much up here. It's like basic math and like railroad knowledge sometimes.
Don't we all?
Look at this guy about to drive around the gates.
Speaking of grade crossing.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, I actually. Oh, yeah, Iowa.
Ooh.
Was that Central
Ooh.
Iowa? I love those Jeep 10s.
That's Iowa
That's all
Interstate.
Milwaukee.
Iowa Interstate.
Look at that
Thank
gray
you.
boy.
Yeah, the Jeep 10s, man. Those are rad. I love that random blower over the turbo mount
Yeah.
or whatever that
So-
is.
so Evan
but
just-
they're hauling BN coal.
So Evan sold
Rad,
me a
dude.
stand of 6 of these units. So every time that I see those open tops, I think of Evan.
They're the coolest ones.
Yeah.
By far, hands down, the coolest ones.
Yeah, billboard units.
Are those
Like-
the ones that you brought over to my spot? What are the ones I weathered?
No, the Conrail.
Those
You
were
in
the
the
Conrails.
Conrail.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
dick.
No, engineer Evan will not. Well, actually, I've bunked that. Look at this knowledge.
Yeah.
But I've bunked that. I did get.
Why
There
is
we
it
go.
Jeep 7s and Jeep 9s? Those
Scale
were Jeep
test car.
10s.
Scale test car.
Those were Jeep 10s. Those were Jeep 10s. Am I not? Am I
No, you're right. You're right.
There you go. Look at that rock back there, baby.
favorite railroad?
Give me the rock.
That's
So
my
that-
quiet favorite
That
railroad.
looks like a home shop built scale test car, because it looks like old school Andrews trucks with those cars are 100 tons. That little tiny
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is the equivalent.
That
of
is just a box of lead.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's crazy about those is they'd never had brakes, so you're not allowed to run them as the rear car. They had to have the caboose always had to be ahead of or behind it.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had an airline that went through it.
Look
but
at this.
there
Wait,
was-
look at this. CN Jeep 9s.
But there was no brakes that actually worked on it. The handbrake worked on it.
That is the wheel that was sticking up, right? Hmm.
That janky handbrake to stop a 100-ton,
Yeah.
20-foot car. The car is this long,
This is on
100
one
tons, which
truck.
equivalent to almost the weight of one of these engines.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have some respect for that.
That stuff
89
happens all the
footer.
time in the
The
real
kids
world,
did, and they
man.
were throwing
Look at that
this all away.
Bronco. Go, OJ. Go.
That's a nice horn, man.
I was talking about that with somebody the other day, how much sound has become such an integral part of the modeling side of the hobby, where people are focused on the actual, like, oh, is that the real horn? Like they find sound files and they find files from these different types of horns and
Look at
different
look
types
at
of prime
that.
movers. That sounds about right. That looks about right.
Riding on the back.
Look at him look at this guy like, what are you taking a video of?
Take a picture. It'll
What are you
last
surprised
longer.
about, man? Like, how are you not surprised? Like, when you talk to, I don't think you've ever said this, but you're not surprised because you grew up in the hobby. But there's like other guys that are like engineers from the Midwest where my daddy drove trains, I drive trains,
Yeah.
I just drive trains. I don't know why everybody takes photos of them. Oh, I don't know, because you're driving a 4,000 freaking horsepower piece of diesel down two rails like that. If that doesn't interest people, okay, cool, but it interests people, you know?
I think guys like that are secretly hiding that they actually enjoy it, because if you break it down to absolute basics, you're a heavy equipment operator. Like, that's anybody who's flying a plane
Yeah.
or driving
Running
a
an
scraper
excavator,
or
yeah.
a garbage truck or a 18-wheeler. You're a heavy equipment operator. So from that point of view alone, yeah, you drive heavy equipment. It's a
That's
pretty
the kind
cool
of guy
job.
that says he listens to country music, but if you check his Spotify playlist, it's all Taylor Swift.
yeah. Because
Like-
baby, now we got bad.
That's a great song. I love all of her tunes, man. She's got great music.
You can't argue with it.
No,
They're-
when
they're
people
ear-
talk
they're
shit about her,
earworms.
I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, all of her music has been generated. Like, well, when she says she writes it, that's a lie. But all the guys that co-write with her, I'm a huge fan of them. You know, what's his name? Jack, whatever McCall it from.
Yeah.
What's his band? Bleachers. Ryan Tedder from One Republic.
Well, it's like the same thing with that. Like if
What does
it is,
ADM stand for?
ADM,
I don't know.
American Domestic Market. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
But like when a musician
No.
says,
No. That's why Zeke's here. Come on, Zeke.
Oh, you want me to get on it? Well, I'm gonna tell you a story about Nashville. But like, whenever there's a musician saying like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go do it in Nashville," I'm like, you're on it, man. Like, I mean, Los Angeles is Los Angeles, and you know you have your side with that. But like, if they're going to Nashville and they're gonna like write, pick, play open, you know, mics and all that stuff, and just play the bars in Nashville, that sounds pretty.
It's
freaking
where
fun.
it's at.
Yeah.
In all honesty, LA has a terrible music scene.
Yeah,
Everybody
Na-
tries
and
to say,
Nashville's got a good rail fan and.
Okay, you ready?
"Oh yeah, really good rail fanning area
Archer
over there."
Daniels.
My band has a bar down there.
Archer Daniels Midland Company is commonly known as ADM, an American multinational food processing and commodities trading corporation.
I was joking. My band doesn't have a bar down there, but there's a bar in downtown Nashville at the Union Station called
Ooh.
Pullman Standard.
Come on. Come on. Dude. How cool to be if you
Do you think I'm lying to you right
no,
now?
I know,
What did I tell you?
I know you're not, but you debuted like a brand new Pullman Standard song at Pullman Standard.
Heck yes.
I told you that story.
You did, I know.
It's only like 48 hours to drive there.
We
like,
just got to get you some
nonstop.
likes, man.
Like at least 3 likes.
3 likes. Okay.
At least 3.
Okay, we just need a couple people to put some likes for Timmy D to release the newest Pullman Standard song
Get
at
it-
Pullman
yeah.
Standard. Where is this at?
In Nashville.
In Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah. Honky
At
tonkin'
Union
down
Station
Main
in Nashville.
Street.
At the old station in Nashville. It's beautiful. I've been in there a couple times.
Yeah.
Just
Is
the painting, the artwork, like it
Yeah,
is.
deco middle.
Dude,
like
it is
early
amazing.
1930s probably style.
You just got to do yourself a favor and go there. No, it's old.
Yeah.
It's old Southern
It-
Railroad
Ooh.
style station.
Southern,
It's-
yeah, the
Does the
Southern.
music Star Train, is that where it comes out of?
I have no idea.
No.
All I know,
Ooh, that'd
Toad's
be
faves.
sweet.
All right, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it.
Shout out
Once
Nashville,
again,
shout out Memphis.
my name is Timmy D. That is,
Engineer Evan.
and behind me we got Zeke. You can find me at Railroads and Rock and Roll. Evan at
Michigan Subdivision.
Zeke. You want to shout too?
Just follow these guys right now, man.
Well, thank you so much for tuning into the Railroads Rock Show, and we'll catch you next time. Just remember that the most important signal you get.
It's going to be your next one.
No. You don't get to talk.
You put
You
a
don't get-
microphone in front of me.
No,
again,
no.
Timmy.
You don't say that. We're the hosts.
with the most.
He's the accoutrement.
Right. It felt right.
It did feel right for you, not for me. Don't ever do that again.
Some of those,